Radiant in pink, Queen hosts garden party at Holyrood Palace just days after falling ill. The Queen was out and about again as she hosts a garden party at Holyrood Palace as part of week-long stay in the Scottish capital, Edinburgh. Her Majesty looked radiant in a pink hat and floral outfit as she welcomed guests to the palace grounds. The Queen and her guests were treated to performances by the Royal Marine Band of Scotland, the Band of the Royal Regiment of Scotland and the Royal Scottish Pipers Society. During the garden party, the 92-year-old monarch met former Scottish rugby player, Dotty Weir, who was celebrating his birthday. Mr. Weir was diagnosed with motor neuron disease in 2017 and has since set up the My Name '5 Dotty Foundation, using the 5 from his rugby shirt in the name, to raise money for research. The Queen was also joined by her sons Prince Andrew, Duke of York and Prince Edward, Earl of Wessex for today's event. Some 8,000 guests were invited as a way to reward public service and work in the community. The Queen has well and truly shaken the illness that forced her to cancel an engagement at St. Paul's Cathedral last week. Earlier today the Queen held an audience with the Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon. Her Majesty, dressed in a summery floral outfit again, was pictured shaking the hand of Sturgeon before the pair had a private chat. The 92-year-old monarch has so far had a busy week in the Scottish capital after she accepted the keys to Palace of Holyrood House, also known as Holyrood Palace, in an official ceremony on Monday. Last night the Queen also hosted a reception at the palace to celebrate Edinburgh's 603 Squadron Royal Auxiliary Air Force after they were honoured with the freedom of the city of Edinburgh. The Queen was forced to pull out of a service at St. Paul's Cathedral to mark the 200th anniversary of the Order of St. Michael and St. George. On her illness, a Buckingham Palace spokesman said, "The Queen is feeling under the weather and has decided not to attend this morning's service at St. Paul's Cathedral marking the 200th anniversary of the Order of St. Michael and St. George. Her Majesty will be represented by the Duke of Kent as Grand Master of the Order." It is understood no doctor was called and the Queen still travelled from Buckingham Palace to Windsor on Thursday afternoon to spend there the weekend as planned.